Good morning, guys. It's Danielle. So I've been wanting to upload this video for a while now. It is about a dream that I had a while ago, but I'm going to go off the top of my head because I truly remember every detail. If this is your first time watching, my name's Danielle and I have psychic dreams and most of them come true. If not, then they always have some type of meaning or some type of symbolic, message behind it. So I decided to come on here and start sharing with people because I know a lot of people have been having the same dreams, and I just want to see if, oh, sorry, I'm shaking the camera so much. It's cold this morning. And I just want to see if other people are having the same experiences or having similar dreams. I personally think that people are starting to connect through their conscience when they're sleeping, and we're all connected. So anyway, so this dream was a very unusual one. So this happened not last March, but the March before, maybe around that time. I know it was towards the end of, I want to say, and this is such a rough ballpark, the end of 2019. Yes, I'm going to say 2019 March. And basically in this dream, I was on a shoreline. Now, it's very interesting because a lot of my dreams end up on a shoreline for some reason. I don't know what it is. But the shoreline was more of like a dip. So basically, as if the land had eroded from, say, a storm, let's just say. So the sand was like a shelf, okay? And I know this sounds really crazy and it sounds really weird. Sometimes my messages are, they try to portray a message, but they use symbols to interpret what it is that the message is about. But anyhow, I was on a hoverboard. And basically with this hoverboard, I was suspended in air. And pretty much there was a building, and okay, sorry about that. I had to pause for a moment. So I'll try to remember where I left off. Anyways, it was in front of a high-rise building, and I was kind of like a cyborg. So I was using some type of hoverboard that allowed me to travel, but it was weird. I only remember seeing like the upper part of my body, and it was almost as if the lower portion of my body was the actual hoverboard. But I don't know if that means that maybe I was like kneeling down on it, or maybe I was like inserted in the hoverboard, kind of sitting like a surfboard, if you will, or like a canoe, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, I'm sure that detail is not so important. But anyway, I was in front of these high-rise buildings, and the one thing that I noticed the most is that the entire atmosphere was red, okay? It was almost as if the world was covered in like this red dust, okay? So the sun shined through, but the earth was almost inhabitable. So getting back to the buildings, it was as if we were forced to live indoors. So that meant we lived in these buildings, we worked in these buildings, we went to school in these buildings, we ate in these buildings, we functioned 100% inside these buildings. So it was kind of like a one-stop shop. You had no reason to leave your building that you were assigned to, okay? And basically your living quarters was based off of your ranking, like your social status. So you had lower income buildings, and basically whatever you matched up to is where you lived. So, or what your occupation was, let's just say. All right. But like I said, the food court was where you ate, was basically, it was like a mall food court. Like that's where you ate. So you completely functioned inside, and outside was no longer inhabitable. But it was weird because the feeling that I got was like we couldn't go outside anymore. And it was so weird because I completely had forgotten about this dream. I do have it written down in one of my other dream journals, but I don't have that book on me at the moment because I'm in the process of moving. So I have a lot of my stuff that's left behind in storage. But what reminded me of my dream was I was watching, this was like the beginning of the coronavirus, and they were showing the globe, and they were showing areas in red that were currently being affected and under shutdown. And I was like, oh my God, I'm like, maybe that meant something. Like maybe that was a warning that we were no longer able to be outside. You know, we had to prepare, we had to bunker down, we had to get all our food and work from home, go to school from home. So it kind of triggered the memory for me. And it kind of feels like sort of what we're going through right now to some degree. I mean, it was a little bit exaggerated, but I don't know if that dream, well, it definitely was a warning, because although it sounds so crazy, that's basically what we're going through. It doesn't seem as intense or as exaggerated. But like I said, sometimes the dreams, they have to portray the message whichever way they can to get their point across. And their point was made. Yeah, it was just weird. It seemed very futuristic. Like I said, again, it was on a shoreline. We were stuck in our buildings that we were assigned to. And that was that. Like, we weren't allowed outside. And it felt very futuristic. Like, what's that movie? I forgot that movie where everyone is like a worker and they're assigned to this, that, and the other, and that was your group. That was it. You were confined to that. Everybody had a job to do, and it was expected to be done, and there was no questions asked. But yeah, and it's so strange because I was just watching a video. Okay, so my video cut off. Apparently I was talking too much. No, I ran out of storage on my phone. I had to delete some stuff. But anyway, what I was trying to say at the end of my video was I was watching a video last night of this woman, Gina Colvin, I think her name is. Anyway, she is a sky watcher. So she always posts things about the sun, about the moon, things of that nature. And lately she's been finding a lot of these weird, like, plasma looking things on live webcams. But anyway, I'm not going to go too far into that, but she was she was looking at the webcams in Paris, and she goes, oh my God, why does the sky look so red like that? It was illuminated. That's what got me to say, oh my goodness, I have to post up this video, because again, that triggered the memory of the dream that I had, because the sky, I was watching it. It did look, it had that hue of red. Very strange. But anyway, so I am going to wrap this video up. Let me know if anybody had any type of similar dreams. And as I'm going through my dreams, I'm realizing that they're all kind of starting to connect and make a story. So if you have something similar, or you have any information to add, or what you think this might mean, let me know. Comment, like, subscribe. And yeah, I will upload another one shortly, because I have so many to share, which I'm sure you're so excited to hear about. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great day, and remember, follow your dreams. They may lead you somewhere. Don't underestimate yourself. All right, guys, I'll see you later. Bye.